Ricky's back. Brock's back. Week 11, Niners matched up with Arizona Cardinals. Let's get into it. And I'm sure you've seen by now, Niners take the win 41-22. Feels like a beatdown if you just look at the box score. And I'm happy with the result. Tell you that much right now. Excited to have Brock and Ricky back, although I was very happy with what Mac Jones did while Brock was recovering. Today, I thought the offense looked pretty good. Brock, I'm going to say he got lucky. Probably could have had 2 interceptions very easily. He's scrambling around, throwing balls where he shouldn't. But for the most part, first game back, he looked like he had some nice touchdown to George Kittle, looked beautiful. Some good connection there. But let's get into the numbers. I thought our offense was good. Defense allowed a ton of yards, but made some plays when we needed to. So yeah, let's get into the game. Start out great. Arizona wins the coin toss. They defer, and so kickoff to Sky Moore, our acquisition from the Chiefs. He runs it back 98 yards. So sets us up, I think, on the 2-yard line or the 1-yard line, and then Christian McCaffrey pounds it in. So yeah, we'll just, I'm going to go through Brock Purdy, 19 of 26 for 200 yards. He threw 3 touchdowns, though, which is, yeah, fantastic. 3 touchdowns, only 200 yards, but the Niners really didn't need much more than that. He was sacked 1 time, 0 interceptions. Christian McCaffrey looked good. These games where, I'm going to say it, when the Niners are playing a subpar defense, this is where our run average is a lot better. So McCaffrey, only 13 carries, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. His average per carry was 6.2, that's excellent. It's really, really strong. Brian Robinson Jr., 8 carries for 24 yards. And then Mac Jones did 3 kneel downs. So it's showing up on the stat line, which I just think is, you give him negative yards for the kneel downs. Kind of strange. Great connection, George Kittle today and Juwan Jennings. I think those are the 2 strongest connections other than McCaffrey. McCaffrey's the beast out here, but George Kittle had 6 receptions for 67 yards, 2 touchdowns for Kittle, and then you had Juwan Jennings, 4 for 54. Juwan looked good. This is one of the better games I think I've seen Jennings play this year. I think him and Brock just seem to have a better connection than Mac Jones had with him, but it also might be that Jennings is feeling more healthy now. And then Christian McCaffrey, 5 receptions, 40 yards, and a touchdown. And then you had Juszczyk, 2 for 26, which is nice. So yeah, offensively, only given up 1 sack. Didn't have a ton of yards. We didn't have a 100-yard rusher. Didn't have a 100-yard receiver, under 200 yards passing. But the team didn't need it. We made plays when we needed to. Now, when we look at the Cardinals, you're just going to see a big discrepancy from the offense. Jacoby Brissett, 47 completions on 57 attempts. That's wild. He was throwing the ball all day long. 2 touchdowns, but he also had 2 interceptions. And Lenore had a nice one. Nice play he ran up on that had a long return. That was the second interception. And then the first one was Malik Mustafa. Brissett threw it into coverage he shouldn't have, and Mustafa came in and made the play. So those 2 interceptions are killers. No sacks, not shocking with how our defensive line has been ravaged. So no sacks. Their run game, Bam Knight had 5 carries for 24 yards. He had a touchdown. DeMarcado had 5 for 8. He couldn't do anything. And then Michael Carter had 2 for 6. Running game didn't do much, even though Bam Knight had a good average. They just weren't using him too often, which, as they look back on it, maybe they'll do something differently. He did have a 60-yard touchdown run called back for a holding call, I think. So Cardinals definitely sabotaged themselves. But because of the hold, that may have also sprung the touchdown. So Brissett was on fire to Trey McBride, and also Michael Wilson. Marvin Harrison, the second, didn't play. He was hurt. I think he had appendectomy this week and have his appendix removed. So Michael Wilson really coming in there, and he was huge. He had 15 receptions, 185 yards, and then Trey McBride had 10 for 115 and a touchdown. The other guy who looks good, he's looked good for years in spots, is Greg Dortch. And so he had a nice return earlier in the game, and then he had 6 receptions, 66 yards, and a touchdown. And then it just spread across a few other guys. They also lost a fumble. Elijah Higgins lost a fumble. And so that's 3 turnovers right there. And, the 49ers just capitalized. And at the fumble he lost it like on the 2 or 1 yard line. So Cardinals driving down there, and yeah, like I said, they just sabotaged themselves. I want to look at the Niners stats real quick just so you can see. There's going to be, big tackle. Curtis Robinson, 12 tackles. D. Winters, 10 tackles. He also had 1 tackle for loss. And then pass deflected, Lenore had 2. Mustafa had 1. He also had the interception. Jason Pinnock had a tackle for loss, and then the rookie C.J. West had a tackle for loss. Like I said, no sacks, hoping for sacks. Didn't need him in this game. And one other reason it's going to really stand out here. So let's just do the breakdown, the team stats. Niners had 24 first downs, so did the Cardinals. Total plays, Niners 52. Cardinals has 71, so almost 20 more plays. Total yards, Cardinals had 488. 200 plus more yards than the 49ers. 49ers had 281. Identical amount of drives, pretty much. Passing yardage, 452 to 186. We got him on the rushing yards, 95 to 36. Here's the part though that really really gets you. Niners had 1 penalty. I love that. 1 penalty for 15 yards. The Cardinals had 17 penalties for 130. So 17 penalties to 1. And then 3 turnovers to 0. I mean, that's it right there. That's the whole game right there. Although I'm excited the 49ers won, the Niners need to send the Cardinals a gift basket, maybe wash some of their cars, because they just sabotaged themselves so bad with all those penalties and all those turnovers. But listen, I'll take it. Niners go to 7-4. Cardinals drop to 3-7. But we need to get back in the win column after that loss from the Rams. So take this one. Point-wise, did it in stunning fashion. So let's just keep this 49er energy going. Clean up the defense a little bit, I hope, but I just feel like the defense is a leaky sieve for us right now. Special teams-wise, the return game was good. Sky Moore had that great one in the beginning, and then Brian Robinson Jr. had a nice return as well. Eddie Pinheiro missed some kicks, missed an extra point, had an extra point block, so it was 2 misses right there. Making me a little nervous. I mean, we went to Pinheiro because of the issues with Sky Moore. He's been pretty rock solid this year. On his field goals, he was 3 for 3, so I'll take it, but all those extra points, those are 2 missed ones right there. The block, I'm not going to blame on him. Good play by the Cardinals. So just something that I'm paying attention to. Pinheiro's not as automatic as he was in the beginning, but we'll see. Overall, Niners win. I'll take it.